Hello. Hello guys. Very quick start today because I want to continue with the stuff I was working on, and so a fairly quick start without wasting too much time. I did the setup quick and we are ready to go. So I'm going to continue with the characters. By the way, you didn't see, but this morning I worked on the female Diaboli, and I finished the male one. So in our list, I went a bit forward. Okay, so the female Diaboli and the male Diaboli are done. Here are some of the changes that I did, right? On the female, you can see here. I can also show you the model, but in the old model, basically this was the head line, right? Maybe let me put it in white. Yeah, the head line, and then there were these lines here going to the eye, but then the eye was pretty square like this, right? And here in the middle there was the eye, but there was really no, I mean, this part here was completely missing. So the connection of the eyebrows to the basically the side of the head was completely missing, and so that is what I did. So all these lines, you know, that have been added are new to the model because the model didn't have them. So now the eye, I think it looks better, so it looks more defined, and also if you look at it from the side. So this is one of the changes I did, and I changed the shoulder. I made the feet a bit more round. I did also the same on the male, right? And so now I'm working on the Dermorian. Hello Strick, hi, welcome. I'm working on the Dermorian. The Dermorian unfortunately has significant issue, I have to say. It really has significant issues. Okay, the shoulder I already fixed. As you can see, is better than before. I mean, you don't have a comparison with before, but I tell you, it was only like this, so very square. Now we have more polygons, and also here you see all these parts I made with a better quality. So now this part on both sides is smoother. I mean, it's still low poly, but I think it's enough, you know, to have a good shape. If you look at him at the back, right? If you look at him at the back, the shape now is correct, and I think it looks nice. I fixed few things on the ears. The ears are still pretty bad, I have to say, but maybe I can improve them in a second. But yeah, the ears are a bit problematic, but we will see. Now the big issue that we have that I don't know yet how to solve are the elbows. So our previous characters were not in this position, okay, which is called the A position. Our previous characters were in the T position, where basically they have their arms, you know, parallel to the ground, so just sticking out horizontally like this. And also the rotation of the arm is a bit different in the original model. So I think that when this model was adapted to Unreal, unfortunately we had to force him into this A position, and a lot of stuff got twisted. In particular, if you see from this point down, so basically all this area is really bad. I mean, it's really twisting, you see, it's really twisting the, so I don't know yet how I'm gonna fix it, but definitely cannot stay like this. Like this is unacceptable, right? So it's super bad. So I need to fix it somehow. Now, what I was thinking is that maybe, so if we start, or we start really from the top, you know, from the middle of the middle, but so from the torso, and we just split all of this, and then we remodel it, which is a possibility. Definitely, I think that will help. Or, if we want to be a bit less drastic, we could start from here. Because the real issue is from this point, you know, it's from this point down. They start to look very twisted. But we can also start from here. The only problem is that if we start from there, then we need to match with the torso somehow, and it means that I will have to create another loop basically everywhere here, right? Which I don't know if is really needed. I think this part at the back, yes, it's not very round, but it's not too bad either. I think it's kind of fine. The problem is this part. So I'm a bit mixed, you know, in exactly what to do. But I think I would like to start probably from here. So let's do just a test and see what happens. So if I start from here and I go, I don't know if I want to go here. Probably I want to go there because I want this to be split this way, right? So if I do this, and I do the same, I always have to do the same on the other side, right? Yeah, and I tested again, the model is really not symmetrical. Is slightly different, and so Blender cannot really use the modifier. So we arrived up to here, eh? We arrived up to the first loop, yes. We arrived up to the first loop. And I started from the middle of this guy. So I started from the middle of this, and I went to the first loop. Okay. Okay, now that we have this, yeah, look at the side here, it's really broken. Now that we have this, we can start, right? We can start to try and to fix it, right? We can try to fix it. So one of the big questions is always if we should use texture correction or not. I think we can, and then we can merge as we do all the time, right? So I'm going up with both of them. I'm going up, and I will try to go. It looks broken anyway. It looks broken anyway, that's the issue. But I think it probably needs more geometry than this. But I think it's already slightly better. Now, where do I need that vertex to be? Well, first I think I need this vertex as well to be a bit higher, to be more round, right? So I think that one we can anyway move it. Not by much, but I think we can anyway move it. So it's this one and that one. And I think we can have, we can move it slightly above. I mean, not much, but yeah, something like that. I think we need to tone down this guy because but you know, my feeling is that I really need to move the wall arm. My feeling is that I need to select all of this, you know, and move it to the right, like this. That is my feeling, because now, what the fuck happened? I just need to find the right position so that but I think I need to do it from this angle. I think I need a custom, kind of a custom angle, you know. So I go like this way, and I just move it back. You see how better it looks already just by moving it like this? The problem is trying to do the same on the other side, right? Without breaking things. That I don't know if I can do, but let's try. I mean, we should do it. We should do it pretty much the same, right? Now there is a vertex that I didn't touch, which is this one. I don't know what this vertex is all about. I don't know why we have this vertex like in the middle of nowhere. What does it correspond? Is this guy, yeah? Yeah, it's that guy. Hey, that guy needs to come back, you know, a lot. Well, maybe not that much. Hello Strick, hello Marcelo, hello Ulla, hello Maui, hi. Hello, welcome. I'm still on the fixes to the characters, trying to make them look better. It's not very easy because some of them are really broken, like this one, unfortunately. This one, unfortunately, is kind of broken. And I don't know if it really needs to be redone completely or what, but it's looking very problematic. It's looking very problematic. But I think with some patience, you know, and some tweaking, and some continuous tweaking, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I'm confident we can. We just need to, you know, do it. I mean, trying not to rush things and trying to do it properly. Unfortunately, we cannot use the mirror modifier, but if some of you has ideas on how to use the mirror modifier, even if it's not exactly mirror. So for example, one thing that I would like, you know, Blender to actually mirror, I mean, moving the vertices. I don't want him to create a copy because this is going to fuck up all my weights and all my UV and everything. Well, the UV maybe not, but the weights for sure. Would be nice if there was a way to tell Blender, hey, these models are not the same. Can you please move the vertices until you find the correspondence, right? That I think would be the best. Now I'm perfectly aware that I'm breaking the UV quite a bit, but I don't have a way out at the moment. I need to do these changes and then we will check the UV and we see how they look. I'm perfectly aware of the fact that we are doing some UV damages, but that's fine. For now, that's fine. Now, this is gonna change the way the bracers are This is gonna change the way bracers are fitting the arms, because obviously I'm changing the arms, and but I think it already looks better. I mean, compared to the mess that it was before, it already looks better. I still feel that looking from the front, the left is more warped to the bottom. You see this deep, you know, this dip here, like it goes down so much. In this side, it doesn't seem to go down that much. Hello, Jumit. You should be able to enable mirror or add the mirror modifier to copy changes to the other side. Yeah, I already have the mirror, you know, enabled, and actually it works in some places. For example, well, no, seems not. Okay, in theory, it was working on some of these ones, right? Wait, it's not enabled here. No, it's not working on any of them. So it means that the character is slightly rotated somehow. I mean, or anyway, it's not perfectly symmetrical. I think it's very small percentage of change. Like if I look, I don't know, let's take for example these two vertices, okay? If I take this one and I look at the Z is 11723, and if I go here, is 11725. So the difference is, you know, not even half of a millimeter. But still, considering it's not exactly the same position, I cannot use the mirror modifier. So, I mean, I cannot mirror thingy like this, right? Snap to symmetry under the mesh menu might fix the X mirror problem. Snap to symmetry under the mesh menu. Yes, I need something like that. So I need him to make it. Snap vertex pairs to their mirrored location. I'm a bit scared to do that. Let me save. Let me try to do it only for this. Only for the torso. Snap to symmetry. I actually changed only a few, but yes, it seems that it's exactly doing what I wanted, Marcelo. Look, there is with it, and there is, and there is without, right? You see that it's moving like this vertex a bit. The other vertexes are staying in place, but I think it's also moving something at the front. Yes, it's moving this one significantly, I would say. Okay, that is very nice. I think it is exactly what I needed, Marcelo. Thank you a lot. Let me see if now. Hey, but you see that still if I have mirror X and I'm moving stuff. One 1162, 1163. 7123. Yeah, they are still slightly different. Not by much, but they are still slightly different. That's the problem. Let me try if I go. No, but if I do this, I think it will be a mess, huh? Direction X to X. Threshold 0.00005. Factor 0.5. Let me try to do it on the arms. The arms, I think, are very different between each other. Very different. I think it cannot do it. Unless I am... No, he's having issues with this. don't know why if I increase this value it's going so crazy. I think it fixed a bit the... It fixed a bit the torso, but the arms are... Also because probably it's not the same mesh. I don't know, it's the same mesh. The arms are the same mesh, but I think it's fucking up a bit. Okay, let me do one round of fixes on the UV because I think we did a lot of damage and I want to go step by step, otherwise it will be too hard for me to recover later on. Yeah, you see this mess. Wow, that one I don't want to look at it now. I will try to fix it, but that one is really broken. Yeah, but I know that I did big damages. I know because I did significant changes, right? Really significant change. Oh my god, this thing is a mess. Up here, oops, up here is okay, right? But here, wow. Here is really broken. The problem I think is, I mean, I assume that these two go together, but I assume that these ones go together, which I don't know if is the right assumption. But hopefully yes, and I assume that these ones go together. Now, this mess here, we will assume that is all one chunk. And then we're gonna check if it's broken or not. No, it seems to be fine. Seems to be fine, but let me do some double checking. Yeah, I think I did it right. I think I did it right. I think I did it right. Now it's slightly better. It's still a bit twisted, but slightly better. Okay, let's do the other arm in terms of UV fixing, so that we have it as well, and then we will continue to optimize. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that this is actually the best way to fix our models. I don't think that redoing the model completely from scratch is a great idea, because you will have basically, you will trash all the textures, which, okay, even if they are not, you know, the best texture in the world, at least they have the UV right. And I think starting from a model that is already, you know, with the right UV is easier than just rebuilding it from scratch and then having to redo the UV completely and all of that, right? So my suggestion, I mean, if I am going to commission again some characters, my suggestion to the artist will be just take this and, you know, add loops, right? Add loops and improve the geometry. And then when you are at that point, like I'm doing now, when you are at that point of geometry improvement, then you can step up also the textures, right? I think this can be avoided by enabling correct face. Yeah, I have the correct face. I have this one, yes, and I'm very aware of it, so I'm totally aware. If you don't use it though, your texture at the end will be warped, right? It will be broken. While if you use it, the tool is doing its best to manage the position of all the vertices, even if the UV is opening up. But then when you do, like I did now, you know, I select them all and I do merge to center, they go back exactly in the right place. So the end of the process, like I did it now, is allowing you to have a correct texture again, even if you move completely the vertex's position, right? If I disable it and I move the vertices, then I will have to manually find again the right stretching, and it will be a mess. It will be really, really complex. I would basically have to remap it. Okay, now we have another problem here, that we have, as you can see, this vertex here and this vertex here, which is very strange. I mean, it's basically flattening the arm completely. I don't know why it's like this, but it doesn't make any sense to me. So we're gonna take these two and we're gonna move them forward a bit. I mean, not a lot, but just to have it, yeah, just to have it slightly more round. Now here definitely we need more polygons, right? I don't think we can improve it without, but I think we should. The problem is that it's different between the two sides. It is what I see, because a child of this is this, right? So I'm tempted to move this one forward and down, right? Forward and down, so a bit forward versus me. Right. A bit forward. Like that. A bit inside. And a bit down. So basically just to recenter him in a place that makes more sense compared to the topology of the model, right? So I think now he's in a better place. But now we broke the UV again for sure, right? But with the trick that I just shown you, you see, they are broken here now. But I can just do this, merge to center, and they are perfect again. So it's a bit of a trick, but at least from my testing, and I'm testing quite a bit because I already did, you know, 5 or 6 characters trying to fix things this way. I think it works okay. I mean, I think is an actual solution. Now, this vertex here, I have no idea why it's going down so much. My suggestion would be to move it up and outside, right? A bit. Up and outside. Well, and maybe down again. And maybe down again. Yeah, something like this. Something like this, I think it looks better. Again, we have a, you see the problem here, we still have a significant lack of polygons to actually do what we want to do, but so I think we need to split all these polygons again here in the middle. But compared to the previous one, I think we already improved it. Compared to the previous situation, I think it's not too bad. I mean, compared to how it was, we can see if we import it how it looks, but in Unreal it looks I mean the old one in Unreal now the problem is always that if you don't see, yeah, you see this thing, you see you see this thing, how broken it was. Completely broken. So now our new arm, I think, will look much better. And also you see the shoulder, how square is this part. And the problem in the shading of the ears. I mean, all of that should be fixed now when I import the new model. I didn't touch the shoes. I didn't touch the shoes. Okay, let's try to export that piece and see how it looks, okay? So we touched the torso and the arms, right? So we just need to export those two pieces. The torso. And the torso. And the arms. Okay. Yeah, and this problem is a problem related to our first import of these models. I think there may be other issues, but okay, let's re-import this. Okay. It doesn't look very different here, but I think it will look different when we put it on him. At least it should. Yes, is definitely better. I mean, it's not as broken as before. We still have a bit of a, but this can also be a weight issue, huh? But it's definitely less broken, and the shoulder should be a bit better. It's still a bit square, but it's more rounded. We still have the problem on the ear, though. I don't know why. I don't know why there is this. I think there might be some because it's not happening on this side. It's happening only on this side. So it's happening only on his right ears, right here. So it's happening on this side only. By the way, the ears, I think we should try to redo a bit. But yes, I mean, I think it's improved. Now, I don't know why it's still cutting off that much, but my feeling is that it's a matter of the way it's weighted, right? So I think that if we want to fix that in a better way, if we want to do that in a better way, right? If I go in weight paint mode, and if we hide the armature, hiding the armature is very nice. And yeah, and by the way, my suggestion, because I know I did this a million times, my suggestion is really to delete all the vertex groups, you know, when in weight paint, they are not affecting your piece, unless you have other reasons to have the vertex group on. But for example, for me, all the IK obviously are not going to change the weight. All these twist pieces are not going to change the weight in any way, and so they can all be removed. And since we are speaking about the arms, right? Basically, everything that is head and all the fingers. Like here there are a million fingers. You see all of this is all fingers. Thumb 03, thumb 02, pinky 01, pinky 02. I'm just gonna to delete them all, right? And the same for the one on the right side. Now you have to be careful because you don't want to delete stuff that you actually need, like the hand, for example. But I think, you know, this cleanup is allowing you to ensure that you are not messing up, you know, with parts of the body that should not affect in any way. So, for example, the feet. I mean, there's no reason for us to have the feet. Right, and the head. The neck, but also the neck. I mean, the neck I can leave it, but it's so far away, right? It's not that if he's bending his neck, this part of the arms is... No, I'm gonna delete it. I think I'm gonna delete it. Okay, and the rest is fine. So these are the only pieces. You see, there were like 40 or so, and now there are 10 or whatever they are, and 12. So now I can read. Also, the pelvis actually should have no influence on the arm, so I'm gonna delete it. The spine tree may have some influence because it's up here. At the moment I see that he has 0 influence, but it's fine. The clavicle should have some influence. In fact, it does. The upper arm is having that influence. The lower arm is having this influence. The hand. Okay. Let me just re-export it this way, now that we deleted the extra. Because I want to see if any of the extra was actually giving problems, right? Let me try to export the arms again and quickly re-import here and see if it's making any difference. Probably not, but I just want to see. So we still have a bit of a push and twist, right? Yeah, the texture is not very high quality. That's also the problem. But I mean, this kind of spike that we see here, this spike is probably this part. Hello, hi, Estonia, hi, thank you for the follow. Can you test my game? I can test it, but not now. I mean, now I'm working on this thing, but what kind of game is it? I think we have a problem in... I think we have a problem between you know, this... I think we have a problem with these triangles here. Or we cut off. Maybe it's better if we cut off here, boys. I think it's needed. I think I don't see any other solution than cutting off from here, cutting off straight. And so we use those polygons to... Because you see, here is really missing, right? Here is really missing geometry. Now, it's true that it's the inside of the elbow. So another trick that I can do, I can say, if that is really the inside of the elbow, let's move this one back. Is a platformer. Not very... Is it made with an Unreal Engine? You see that this part is different from left to right though? No, the link you cannot post it because links are excluded from the chat. Why I'm confused that this one is different from this, because in theory it should be this, right? This one should be, yes, this one is that. So now, do I have the same issue? I have the same issue, but it's lesser here because this vertex is moved. It seems to be a lesser issue because this vertex, which is basically this guy, which is the... It is kind of tough, huh? Which is basically this guy and this guy. It seems to have a different position from the left to the right hand. Let me try to make it the same. So in terms of x, this one is 2, 9, blah, 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 right? If I go here and I do minus that, oh wow, it goes even more inside. Fuck, I was thinking it would go more outside, not inside. Really? Interesting. So where is the fuck up then? Where is the... I mean, why this one is here and why this one is so much down compared to this guy? I think we have a big wow. Yeah, you see, the problem is mostly on the left hand. I think if I go in the right hand, that is probably less visible. Well, it's kind of visible anyway. But being on the inside, you notice it less. Yeah, being on the inside, you notice it a bit less. Now, but we have a big difference from... I don't know, maybe in this case I can really mirror and... but maybe also the hands, you know, are not in the same position. That's what I'm thinking. Even if is 1 point something here, is 1 point something here, is 3 from the top, is 3 from the top. So the hand seems to be in the right position. Seems to be the arm that is fucked up. Is on each.io. Okay, maybe. Maybe, man, we can see it later. But all these vertices are in the wrong position, basically. It's not really mirrored in any way, boys. That's the issue. By far, look at this. This one moved at 1 kilometer to the right. I know that it's like this because I did some manual rotations. I did some manual rotations, so that's my fault. But I did it because I wanted to fix the model a bit. Wow. Look at that distance. So basically now, considering that that guy went there, this guy... Oh my god. I don't know if I can do this way. Maybe it's not a good idea. It's a pity that the command that you told me, you know, Marcellum, is not working for this particular piece, right? Unless I need to select maybe one side and this mesh snap to symmetry. It's not really doing it. Like, it's coming down here when this is here. I don't understand what it's doing, actually. I think it's getting confused by this particular model. I think he's getting confused by this particular model somehow. I don't know why, but it seems to me that he's getting very confused. In which engine you made it? Which engine did you use? In theory, this one is the brother of this one, right? Wow. It's all fucked up, boys. It's all fucked up. I think I will do it manually a bit and see how it looks, and I think fixing it manually at this point is the easiest thing I can do, because if I try to mirror, I think it will not work. By the way, why we have such a huge arm for the Dermorian? I mean, why this arm is so big? Is there no reason for that arm to be so big? I think it's 0.95. It's 0.95. It's kind of reasonable. Yeah, I think at this point I'm fixing each one individually because they are too different from each other. They are too different from each other, these two hands, and or I just decide to copy one on top of the other, which is a possibility. Like I fix this one and then the other I just copied over. At the moment I have face correctness on, so we will have that issue that we already know, but we know how to fix it. This thing, bro, the problem is this, you know, the connection between this polygon and this polygon. I think we really need to cut it off. Yeah, I think I will. I think I have no other solution. I found it between the old one, too many gold one. Hi Electra. How are you today? We are trying to fix the Dermorians today. Unfortunately, it's not really an easy job because they are, I would say, fairly broken. If we look at the, you know, if you look at how they should be and how they are actually fairly broken. But we are, you know, doing what is possible to to make it look better. Where was that? Fuck, I cannot even find it on this side. So the polygon I added is down here, so is below. So I added this, right? This is the one that I added. So in theory is south from here, so it's between this and this. Ah, yes, it's between this and this. Okay, now I see it. Now I see it. I mean, it's definitely better than before, but still, still I'm not very happy about this. But definitely better than before. You know, because for example, there are some lines. Look at this line. Look at this edge here, right? Look at this edge here. This edge here is exactly the opposite of what it should be, because the arm is going this way, you know. So the movement of the arm is this way, and so it would be so much better if this is cut off on the other, in the other direction instead of this direction, right? So this one should be cut off this way, so that we can have, you know, I don't know if I can dissolve the edge. Yeah, maybe I can just do that. You see how much better is it compared to what it should be? Maybe we can do that. That's another technique, eh? That's another technique. So to just revert the edge direction. To just revert the edge direction. Do you think this one is this one? Anyway, it's fairly incredible that Blender can anyway keep all the UV pretty much correct. I mean, in all this mess that I'm doing, Blender is still, you know, managing somehow to keep the UV reasonable, right? I mean, yes, we have these fixes to do, but the UV are still kept, I mean, not perfect, but not broken. These are all the manual movement that I did. I think I'm going to stop on this character very soon. I mean, if not now, but nearly now, because I think we spent already a lot of time, and it's okay. I mean, we did some improvements. Is better than before. For sure, is better than before. Now, is it final and perfect? Unfortunately not. Yeah, this is a kind of a weird technique of fixing stuff, but for me it kind of worked. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here on this character. We spent, I mean, I spent a lot of time on him off stream. You didn't see it, but this morning, basically, I worked on him. Mining is a big part of the game at the beginning when it's normal for all characters to have some strong arm. It looks like a bit the model is twisted. Yeah, so what happened, I mean, if you see it like this, it's not too bad, but what happened is that we have our characters in the old game in what we call the T position, right? So the T position is basically with his arms parallel to the ground, you know? But in Unreal, we need the characters to be in the A position, which is this one. So with about 45 degrees between the arm and the torso, right? And so we had to adapt it. And when we moved it, yeah, when we moved it, something started to break. So that's the problem. Okay, can we find out? Let me just check one thing on these ears. Is there any chance we can improve them, or they are really, really bad? Well, the texture is super low quality, but the texture is insane low quality. And it's also a bit misplaced, by the way. I mean, it's not just that it's low quality, it's also that the texture is kind of misplaced. You see, it's not coincident with the drawing. I mean, it's not really matching here. It's not really matching. It's like if the bottom is stretched compared to where this thing should be. Ah, this is the top, by the way. So the top is the bottom is the top. But it seems it's not really centered, you know? And also, I mean, this vertex and this vertex, I think are the very small ones here. Yeah, it is the side. This is actually the side. Now, if I move it up too much, I think it will... I think it will bug out, so we don't yeah, but it's already better, eh? It's already slightly better. It seems to be a bit inside out. I don't know how to say, but it seems that... Do I need to reverse this? No, I think if I revert it, it will probably look worse then. Yeah, but actually, you know, this is how it should look, this part, no? I mean, this part should look like this. Now, before it was like that. I don't know. I mean, it's also doable, eh? Yeah, the problem is that we need a higher resolution texture on this one because it's really too low, boys. This texture is very, very low. But okay, at least they are centered a bit better. Right? If I could understand why one of them is kind of cut off, I don't know if it's a matter of position. Basically in Unreal, we see a kind of a cut off here of the light, but only for one of the two ears. You see? You see this black line? It happens only on one side. Even if I rotate the character, in this side it doesn't happen. If I put the character in the same position, you see that here is not happening, and here is happening. So it looks like there are some weird, or there are some broken vertices, but it doesn't look like. Or it's just the smoothing that is not. Okay, let me try an operation which is a bit violent, but sometimes it's fixing this kind of thing. Which is basically to do this, to go mesh normals, set from faces, and then mesh normal, and then mesh shading, smooth shading. Now if I do smooth edges, it's removing my sharp. But I think set from faces may have done something already. Do we want to add some polygons to these ears? Do we want this ear to be more round? Maybe yes, huh? I mean, we can do it. We can cut off this and this. Wait, is it only one? Wait a second. Is it only... yes, it is only one. Yes, we can cut off this and this, and on this side this and this, and subdivide, and then we can move them a bit. We can move them. Let me see if the symmetry is working at least here on the face. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I'm lucky. No, it's not. Why the symmetry is never working, boys? Can you tell me? Let me try to do the fix whatever symmetry. Snap to symmetrize. Oops. I think I have something set weird though, because it's not really doing what it should do. Maybe some setting I have or whatever. I mean, why when I raise this value is really going so much to the right? I don't understand. Let me check something. Ah, we have the scale fucked up. Okay. So this is another thing that happened to me already, which is basically the fact that the mesh, not the armature, because the armature is 111, but the mesh is a scale that has not been properly removed. Probably applied. You see, we have a 22 scale, and when you are using tools that are working on a threshold, if you have a scale that is different than one, basically those tools will consider the scale as part of the transform. It happened to me already. So the best way is just to apply the scale, which in this case we can do because it's it's not going to do any difference anyway, because when we are exporting we are already applying the scale, so it's not. Oops. Is not doing anything crazy. So we can do it without fear, I would say. Even if I'm always a bit scared when we you know, when we touch the scale. I'm very scared when we touch the scale. Because I come from a time where it was basically impossible to change the scale on models without fucking up everything, including their bones and their animations. And okay, I think we did it for all the pieces. So in theory there should be no pieces anymore with the wrong scale, right? Exactly. Which is very nice. So we're gonna save it again. And now I think that the mirror, snap to mirror, may work better. Let's see. I'm not sure, but there is a chance that now he's no more going crazy like he was going crazy. Let's see. Well, first of all, the center of this object is here, which is a bit strange. There can be another problem. That the origin of this mesh is not actually in the center. You see? Maybe that is fucking up as well, huh? Mesh, snap to symmetry. I mean, it's definitely working better. But I would move the center. I don't know why the center is there. I mean, I have no idea why the center is there. So we will move the cursor to I always forget how to move the cursor. Here, X0, right? And Y we don't care. I mean, Y we can put 0 as well, and Z I think is okay where it is. And then we set the origin to the 3D cursor. Okay, so now the origin is exactly there in the middle. Which I think is nice. And let me see if now we have a better luck in our snap to symmetry. And also if I change this, yeah, at least it's not going crazy. Yeah, I think it's changing it a bit. You see that? Look at the mouth. Look at the mouth. Is moving it a bit, huh? So I think this is good. I think we can probably do it. So now if I try to move this, fuck, but he's still not doing it. I mean, he's still not considering these vertices to be. That's strange, though. Now yes, without topology. Okay, now yes. Without this one, which is topology mirror, use the topology based mirroring for when both sides of the mesh have matching unique topology. I have no idea what that means, but it seems that now I can use it, boys. Now I can use it, which is very nice, because if I can use it, it means that I can now change these two vertices, you know, and make the ear look more round. Right? And on the other side, You see, it's keeping the thingy. Okay, so I think that probably the trick was to have the origin centered in the middle of the model. I mean, we didn't add much, but at least it's a bit more round than before. If we want, we can add another one here, another one here, another one here. I don't know, the ears are actually pretty big, so... I mean, it's a very evident element of this character, so maybe it makes sense if we smooth it out more. Maybe this part... Maybe this part that is very... It is very long. But you see that if I subdivide, you know, it's not subdividing this side. So if I subdivide is... It's basically breaking the... It's breaking the mirroring. Yeah, but then is keeping it again when... Okay. Okay, I think they are slightly better. Now, we don't really need this vertex here in the middle. I think it's totally useless. I don't know why we have it. Because I did the split, but... I think we can just merge it. You can also delete. We can also delete these triangles here, which were the triangles dedicated to. Set the origin to center of mass. Center of mass? No, I think it's okay to put it that way. But yeah, there could be another way, maybe. Okay, so... so we fixed that. We made also the ears slightly more round, you know, at least on the outside here and on the outside here and on the bottom, right? So it's slightly better than before. Yes. I think so. Okay, let me try to export it this way. So what did we change? We changed the arms again. I mean, I think I can just to be sure, I think I can export everything again. I can export the arms, the torso, just to be sure that we are getting, you know, the latest version of the changes that we did. So let's re-export arms, torso, and head. Okay. Okay. And let's see if the year this problem is going away, and also if the new year is looking better. So we re-import the torso, re-import the arms, but in addition, re-import asset material, Vermorian head. No, Vermorian arms. What do you mean? What the f... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I made a mistake. I exported the arms on the head and vice versa. Because it doesn't change the name automatically. Unless you click on it, it's not changing the name. Okay. This is better. And then we need to change the head, right? Need to re-import the head. I don't know if I like the way this thing is. It's looking different from here or not? What the fuck? What? Yeah, the problem went away, but why the UV is different? What? No, I cannot believe it. I mean, how is possible that the UV... What? I never seen this in my life. I never seen this in my life. What? What? It's impossible. You didn't export it right or what? Apart that these freaking things are kind of broken, but that's another problem. That's another problem. Why? I mean, how? I don't understand what is this part. Do you think it's the border? The borders are really fucked up in terms of UV. The borders are very, very fucked up in terms of UV. Yeah. The borders are suffering. Why? But you know, it's not a big issue because anyway, these borders are so small that no one will notice anything, so it's okay. So it's fine. I mean, like, this is okay. We can do the same on this side, but it's not, I mean, the border is not really, problematic. But I don't know if the fact that maybe it's broken is just breaking the, it's just breaking the UV of the model. I don't know. Looks a bit strange that. So I'm just opening them a bit, you know, to ensure that they get not a broken UV, but like a reasonable UV. Like this. But I don't understand then the inside. The inside really I don't understand. I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand why this one has a why this one is a different UV than the one that I see in Blender. It is a complete mystery. I'm just checking if it's not broken or anything, but it seems not. So why this is not properly moved to Unreal? Let me try again now, because I did some changes. Maybe it's better. Head, yes, head. Nah. What the fuck? Is the texture in Unreal different from the texture that I'm using for... yes, that's probably the answer. That is probably the answer. Which texture I'm using here and which texture I'm using in Unreal. Maybe they are different, right? For sure this guy has blue eyes and this guy doesn't have blue eyes. So it seems that the ears have been modeled different between the two textures. Yes, I think that's the problem, boys. I think we have two different I think we have multiple faces and there are some faces with broken ears. That's the only explanation. Der mem base. Dermorian head. Why there is only one Dermorian head here? Dermorian head. Dermorian head. Dermorian head. Dermorian head 1, 2, 3. But the ear seems to be always in the same position. And always identical. So... but it's different from the one that I have here. It's different from the one that I have here. Okay. It's different from the one. How can it be different? Because I pointed to something else. I pointed to what? I pointed to character DMM base head. Okay, I pointed to character DMM base head, which is this one. Which, by the way, is super small. Is 156 by 128, while the one that we have here are slightly better. Yes, I 512 by 250s. So yeah. So we need to point to this one. Okay, so my bad. So for some reason the one in base is incorrect. The one in base is incorrect. Fine. We will point to head 1. Can we have the head with the same eyes? But okay, it's the same. I think because this one is blue eyes. And now at this point, yes, it's very fucked up. And it's fucked up here as well. So probably it's because I reverted it, the thingy. Probably because I reverted. Even if this here looks weird anyway, but no? I mean, it looks a bit weird anyway. I don't understand where is the inside and the outside. So I think that this is the inside. This is the inside. So if this is the inside, the top is this. Okay. Well, I can just move it. I mean, it's still not looking that great, but you know what is very broken is this. Can I rotate it in a way that I see it? How can I rotate the view? How can I rotate the view like this? But anyway, I think it's close enough. Because this triangle is this triangle, you know? So in reality, to avoid the thing, this one should go up to avoid the stretching. This one should go up like this. And this one should be down like this. And this one should be, I don't know where, but it should be down like that. Oh. Now the sides is super broken, boys. I think it's probably easier if I just remap it flat and then but basically the point is that this part is basically, you know, this part is smaller. I think it's becoming better, eh? As I move things to respect this geometry, everything is becoming slightly better. I think it's still too close to the... The problem is that I cannot go more than this. Because if I go more than this, I touch the black part. I think it's slightly better. I still don't love it, but I still don't love it. I don't love it because it's too high. Or why? Better, but still a bit warped. It's still slightly warped, but I would say okay. Let's not go crazy on this one. Let's say fine. Let's say, oops. Let's say, yes, at least it's the right position compared to where it should be. Then it's like you did okay. There are multiple UV channels. No, they were not multi. Yeah, it was just the wrong texture. It was just the wrong texture at the end. It was really just the wrong texture. Believe it or not, that was the problem. Okay. Now the ears are looking bigger, but I think it's okay. At least they are smoother, you know, they are a bit better defined, and the shoulder is better defined slightly. The arms are less broken than before. Still not a fan of those arms, but the hands are very big to be the one of an elf, but fine. Okay. I think we did some fixes. I don't know why we have these hands so big. I don't know why the hands are so big for this character. Why we have such big hands? Why? Why? Wow. Those hands, bro. I don't know, it seems very big to me, but... I mean, compared to the arm. But fine. Let's leave it as it is. It's okay. It's okay. So we save it. We save it, we save it, and we save it. And we don't care about anything else. I think the hands looks bigger here than there. Anything happened? think that the hands look bigger here than in the... I think something happened to these hands. I don't know what, but... Fine. I'm not gonna change it anymore. So we can check in the changes. Why not? Ah, by the way, I also have a number of other changes. Okay, so improved models, derm male, Diaboli male, Diaboli female, Enki female. Oops, remale, Enki female. Okay, so I'm just checking in all these files because it's needed, so we don't lose the changes. These are the original files, and also we check in the one in Unreal, which is basically these 7 files. Yes, and we can say improvement to Dermorian male geometry and Diaboli female. Okay. Good. So now this one is done. This one is done, which is nice. Now we still have 2 missing, but the crown I don't know if I want to do, but because I think it's still looking fine. But let's check the Dermorian female, okay? Dermorian female. Let's go. And then we are pretty much, you know, in good shape. Dermorian female. There is already a V3. Why there is a V3? There is a version 3 already. Dermorian female version 3. Dermorian female version 3. More fixes to all the cards and new skeleton. This was my round of re-rigging. This was my round of re-rigging and fixing the exports. Okay. Why we never have the pointer to the right? I don't know why. I didn't care about it, and so we didn't do it. We never have the texture correct. Like here as well, there is no texture connected to this character. No idea why. No idea why. I'm gonna take the hair that are the shortest possible, so that it's a bit easier for me to see the geometry behind. so that the hair is not covering other parts, right? There is probably not the right texture for this one. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it for all the others. Texture, image, boom, open, base, arms. Okay. Feet, texture, image texture. So at least we will have the texture for the next time, okay? Because they are not properly associated for whatever reason. Feet. Where is that? Torso, head. I don't have it here. Why don't I have it here? Ah, cool. It's only the PSD. I don't think I can. Can I open a PSD? Yes, I can. Ah, easy life. Okay, good. I can open a PSD directly. That's very nice. That is very nice. So it's saving us some time. Okay. Okay, so at least we have her with the right settings, huh? So did we say anything in particular for her? We said shoulder and ears. Shoulder and ears. Oops. Yeah, shoulder. Oh my god. Okay, the shoulder is the usual problem that we need to fix, for sure. For sure. Ears are also very, very square. Also, they are not centered properly. Well, or they are a bit weird, I would say. They are made in a different way than the one of the male. I don't understand exactly why we have all these polygons here. Because it's matching with the... No, really? Okay, it's matching with the ring, but with the earring, but that's fairly stupid actually. Should have just gone through. I mean, we had a lot of mass here just because we want the... But okay, I mean, fine. Don't care too much. So let's do this. Let's improve the ears the same way we did with the other guy. So we're gonna subdivide this, and then we're gonna move these ones. Let me see if I can do the symmetry thingy. If I can do the symmetry thingy. Yeah, again we have here the origin. I don't know why. We have an origin in a very weird place, right? Just very, very strange. Center of mass. Okay, I can also do that. Hopefully the origin will be 0, 0, 0. You see, it's not exactly 0, 0, 0 though. Probably because it's not perfectly... It's not perfectly mirrored, right? That's the usual problem. didn't like it. He complained about, I don't know, complained about something that is not really symmetric at the moment. He complained that it's not really symmetric at the moment. Why a lady should have such a big neck? I have no idea. He's saying 0 already symmetrical, 0 pairs mirrored, 170 failed. It's kind of strange. Okay. Yep, is not. Yeah, it's not. It's not the same, but the scale. Let me check again the scale, just to be sure that we don't have the same issue with the scale. No, the scale is correct. Is 1. Okay. That's strange though. Let me do my thing on the. Let me just do my thing on the origin 1 second, okay? Because I want to understand if. Let me do 0, 0 for the cursor, okay? And then let me set the origin to cursor. Set origin to cursor. Why I didn't do it? Fuck. Set origin to okay, now we did it. Now we did it, so now it's perfectly centered on the axis. You see, it was not. I mean, doing center of mass is not really always working. But he's still complaining, huh? As soon as I go up, it's fucking up things. No, it's not working for us. I don't know why, but it's not working for us. Fuck. I don't know exactly why, but that's why. I don't know. But we can move it manually. I think it's not a big issue. We can move it manually. It's just 2 vertices, you know. I mean, it's fine. We can do this, and we will leave with that. Just to make it slightly better. Now if I could push it in the same direction, would be a bit easier, but I cannot. Seems I cannot. They look different. I don't know why. Probably because the model is different. And then I think we can do the same here, or what? I think in the old model we added something. We added 1 more polygon here at the side, right? Just to make it last square. Oh wait, if I do this, no, if I do this, is a mess. I need to merge all the, I need to split all the 3 edges, and then I will merge the middle. I think is the only way. And then I merge this one with correct face, blah blah blah. And then we merge by this, then it should only be 2 points. Okay, perfect. Perfect! Hello, Pug Life Studio. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are trying to improve a bit our characters. I have to say I'm not an artist by any means, but I do a bit of everything on this project, and I decided that some of our characters were really so low polygons that I couldn't stand them anymore. Okay, so I couldn't stand them anymore, and so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do something about it. And here I am. And here I am, trying to do some changes. And actually, I would say it went fairly well, because we managed to improve a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy about it. Overall, I did a lot of small fixes, but some are very evident. And for example, this chin, I think this chin, we need to do something about this, because this chin cannot stay as it is. This chin is very broken. So we need at the minimum to cut off like this horizontally, right? And we need to move these vertices up with GG. I'm gonna do this. Oops. And we're gonna make this chin look more like a chin and not like a shark mouth. Okay. Well, slightly better. It's still a bit pointy, but I think it's okay. It's better than before, at least. So now he has a bit of this round that before was not there. Okay, the shoulders. Oh my god, this freaking triangle. Look at this. Look at this mountain of pain. Look at this mountain of pain. So we definitely need to do something about it, right? And So the back, the back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the. I think I'm gonna do the full split until here. Until there. Okay, let me try. Let me try, boys. Boom. Easy polygons. Easy polygons. Boom. Pa pa ra pa ra pam. Boom. No regrets. No regrets. Well, I mean, it's still not enough anyway. It's still super low, but it's slightly better than before. Pa pa ra pam. What? This one. Here there is no big solution to this, but okay. Now. Wait, because now it is the big change. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now here we go. We need to go up for sure, and we need to go right for sure. Still is not enough, but yeah, still is not enough. Because in theory this one should be I mean 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 should be a bit more higher on the shoulder, right? So if I go like in this view, they should be like probably here. The problem is that if I move them up too much, I will break again the bottom, right? Yeah. There is a bit where they should be now. Nah. Now here we miss another loop. That's basically what we need. But okay. So let me now move this one, because this one now has a chance to be moved in a better position, right? So this one can go back significantly. Yes, like that. And I think personally, I think that all of this can actually go back significantly because, I mean, because I don't understand too much this. Yes, I think it's already better. Now, what about this one? This one we have the same problem, huh? So for this one we will have to split again. So like we split here, we will have to split again here. Maybe let's do a round of texture fixing just to avoid doing it all in one chunk, because doing it all in one chunk is then becoming an impossible exercise, right? It's already complex, and if you do too many changes, it's then becoming hard to do. What is this triangle here? This triangle here is very strange. It may be one of those. Maybe it's this one. I don't understand what is that one. It's not in this part. Ah, it's this one. Okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, this one is a bit of a weird because we are missing a loop at this level, right? Which we can create if we want. Yes, I would say we do it. Wait, but let me finish the fix of the textures first before doing more mess. No, I think it's okay. So we will add another loop. Going from here to here. I don't know if I want to go through the middle of it or I just want to go straight. I think probably it's better to go straight. I think probably it's better for us to just go straight. Now, using the phase correction, I think we can create a new vertex. I mean, we can move these vertices more far away so that they are more reasonable in terms of placing, something like that. And we can also go back a bit and in again a bit. Okay, now here is a bit of a mess, but I think now that we have these two vertices here, we can relax a bit these two, which was the original intent, at least from my side, and maybe make these two a bit more evident so that we continue with the shape of the back. I mean, I would say no more than this. Because now that we have these ones, right, we can play better with this part of the body and I don't know if I want to go up. I mean, if I want to go, yeah, I think I want. If I want to go a bit this direction and a bit this direction, just to make the body more round. Okay, and the upper part is good. Okay, so I think we did a good change here for this part of the body. Now, when you look at it in game, we look more like this. So it's, you know, it's a bit smoother than before, for sure. It's a bit smoother. Let me see the UV. What we break? Yeah, there are a few broken parts. I don't know about this, boys. I think this one should go there. But this part is basically this part. So this triangle. Yeah, exactly. This one should go there. Or anyway, should go at the intersection. Now, I think if I do the merge center here, it's not really going to do what we need to do, because I think that this one should actually go more like this, but it's not very easy to say because this texture is not helping us. But okay, I think this is good. This is good. Now what we wanted to do, we wanted to fix now. First thing we need to do, we need to use the vertices that we added here, right? Because at the moment we are not using them. So, or anyway, I didn't move them enough. I think I want to move them more to the back. And more up. And then I want to move these two guys here way to the back and way up. And so on for the other ones. Yeah, these are all good vertices. These are all vertices that we can really use, right? These are all pretty good vertices, actually. We can really use them to make the arm look proper. I mean, look round. I mean, more round. Less distorted when, yeah. Let me just do one thing. Let me just triangulate, because I think I'm not seeing. Yes, exactly. I was not seeing the wall thing. Okay, I think the arm is more round, at least. The shoulder is more. Now here is round on the back, but on the front is still very rough. This one is still very rough. So, or we do another full loop until here. So we do another full loop. I think it's super needed. I think it's super needed. I mean, I cannot leave this thing like that. This one. This line here, I mean, is unacceptable, right? It's totally unacceptable. So we cut off fully. I mean, we don't need a lot of polygons in this part, because this part is basically flat, right? So we don't really need another line going there, but we may need another line here. So what we could do, we could take from this guy here, right? From this guy here, and cut until the middle of this. If we want to save polygons, right? The only problem of this is they will not really create a line to go up, but it will create I mean, it will be less smooth than doing it overall, right? Than doing it overall there. Or I can just do it partially, like from here, and then go. Wait, it's not doing it. Wait, and then go like up to here only. Considering the front, we don't need it too much. Which means up to here. And can I GG 2 polygons? No, GG 2 polygons is a bad idea. I have to GG them individually. Okay. Well, then I prefer to... Okay, so these ones we can definitely use to make the body look a bit more round. Right? And is anyway good stuff. But you see that here we don't really need it, actually. Right? And this part, we basically make zero use of this vertex. Or very little use. The one that we really need is this one, right? That is the one that we really need. Now, how do we go down here? How do we go down here? Do we do the wall thing or not? Do we go like this? Yeah, probably yes. Probably yes. Now, I think if there is a real artist looking at me, he will be like, oh my god, what is this guy's doing? I know, but... I know, but I'm trying to, you know, modify the model in a way that is still preserving the UV, and so we are not going crazy in changing it. Yes, and at the same time, you know, doing something that is doable in a relatively short time. I know probably would be better to just redo the model completely, but I cannot afford that. Will take us days and days and days, and not gonna do it. I can commission it if any one of you is able to do it. You can do it just because you want to do it, or you can do it because we commission it to you. That's possible. She's becoming more and more fat at every click I do, but I will try to be sure that that's not really too bad. Or we prefer a girl that is more round, right, than square, so... Right? Round girls better than square ones. No? I don't know. I think so. Okay. I think we did, you know, a decent curve, right? For this part. And a decent curve for the shoulder. At least it's not that ugly triangle anymore. Now it's still a bit square, but remember that you will see it in game, you know, with shading, and so now I think we broke a few things. This one, for example, I have no idea what is it, but is a mistake. Okay. And we do the same on the arms. What the hell is this music? Civilization 5? Okay. Civilization 5. They said, let's make an annoying song. And they came up with this one. Let's make an annoying song and see if people like it. And they came up with this. This one is weird. This one is weird. Where is that? It's probably one of these borders. Yeah. It's one of these inside borders that are basically invisible. By the way, there are a lot of sharp edges inside, which makes absolutely no sense. Look at that. I mean, if you want to have the sharp like here, because it's around okay, these ones I think we can have. Kind of fine with that, but and I'm also fine with the outside. Okay. Yes, here we have a bit of a mess in terms of sharp. Okay. Okay, so I think this is okay. This is fine. Good. We do the other arm, the other arm, the other arm. Okay. Okay. But anyway, I think that adding loops this way, I mean, adding loops, and fixing the texture, and then, you know, improving the texture, like raising the quality of the texture is a good way. Is a good way, doesn't destroy the model, doesn't require us to re-rig and to recreate all the texture from scratch. I mean, I think it's a good way. Okay, so what we did, we fixed the ears at the moment, we fixed the chin, and we fixed, which by the way is really looking better, because the chin I think is looking much better now with this, you know, rounded thingy. We fixed the ears, we fixed the chin, and we fixed the shoulder to be at least a bit more round. It's still kind of spiky, but why we have that part? Why we have this black part? Why we have this black part? Because this guy moved too high. Okay, now we don't have it anymore. Also, we changed a bit of the geometry on the arms to make it more round, and I think is good. Is there any other part of the body? We also changed the back. Is there any other part of the body that we feel that is too square? Is there any other part of the body that we feel is too square? I mean, here I would say it's kind of a bit square, but not too much. I mean, here the problem is that we are missing one horizontal loop, right? If you look at it from here, there is like this vertex that then goes down and then go up and then go up again, you see? So there is like a counter curve, I don't know how to say, right? It's just because this again, this edge is this way instead of being this way. So basically the body goes like this, and the edge goes vertical, right? And it is creating a kind of a, so with the same amount of polygons, right? With the same amount of polygons, I think we can have a better shape if we just subdivide this, and then we clear, I mean, I subdivide this and this, which are the same ones. And then, like we did before, let me triangulate everything so that I see them, right? And then we just dissolve these two and these two, right? And so now we have, I mean, it's exactly the same number of polygons, but now at least it's following the body direction, right? While before it was cutting it off. Now, probably even better would be to keep it, right? To keep that edge, right? And use these two vertices to just make this part more round, right? Which probably at the end is the best solution. Yes, so it looks more round from every angle. So just adding a bit of texture, a bit of polygons there. Now here in the middle, I don't think we need a lot, because it's basically a flat area. And also here is basically a flat area. So even if we have very few polygons, I think it's okay. Also, it's not an area that you can really flex. You know, it's not an area that you can really, when you are moving, that you can really compress too much. And so it doesn't need a lot of polygons. Now, having more could be nice, but this part I think is fine. This part has very few polygons overall, so here we are. I mean, this one could really use, you know, a vertical cut here and another vertical cut here, just to make another vertical cut here and another vertical cut here. So the problem of this model is that is really low on that area, but I mean, it's not looking bad when you look at it with the texture, right? But you can see, like, if you go in an angle like this, you can see that here is breaking, right? It is breaking because, again, it's missing geometry. It's missing a lot of geometry. In this case, swapping the direction of the edge will help anyway, because actually the body of the lady is going this way and not going this way. So you see, sometimes it's just the way you design the model, not. So I think if I do, you know, if I do the same, but I think it's better if we just add you know, one more polygon, right? I mean, one more, yeah. So we take this and now we can finally move it out, right? And give a bit of more of a round. I mean, look at how much I can move it out to reach a point where it's actually reasonable, right? Exactly. And this is already much better. But I would say we need to do the wall lag, you know, in that way. I mean, 1 point is good, but we need another point here, another point here, another point here, another point. So I think we need to do the wall lag actually. On all sides. Now, here is a bit more visible because, you know, is more of a round connection, but if you look from the top like this, you see this thing, right? And that's the problematic part. Now this one is not too bad. But yeah, okay, I think I convinced myself of just, you know, splitting it fully. I think I would just, the problem is that if I start from here, I will have a connection with the torso, and so also the torso will have somehow to be split just to continue the, right? But we can also decide just to start from here, you know, and cut like that. How can this be the middle of this one? Seriously? How can this be the middle of this segment? It's not the middle for sure. Ah, because it's already split in two, that's why. Because it's split in two, boys. Now from here to there, yes, and we do the same, here. And now we start, also in this case I will start from here. Right? Okay, and now we have something to work with. So we can go there. We can go here and go here, and we can go here and go, I don't know. You see that anyway, you know, the line is still wrong, incredibly enough, but it's still wrong. But I think it's because I'm not seeing the wall. Wait a second, I'm not seeing the, yes, because I was not seeing the wall geometry. Okay, so it is a bit better. It is a bit better now. Now, is it good? Maybe not yet, but is it better? Yes. The point is that if I go more, it will enhance this piece as being separated. So I don't think that's a great idea. Unless I then move... I think we need another cut here to... Yeah, I think that would be the best idea. Yeah, but basically we need to double the poly count at least, you know, so to... I mean, the changes that I'm doing now is on one side, but in theory we need to cut here, to cut here, to cut here, and to cut here. I mean, every part of this leg needs to be made double the poly count that is now. To make it look, you know, to make it look more round. Otherwise, there will always be one side where it's looking square, right? So what I mean is that I should do something like this, right? And then like that. Maybe we can do the outside, because the outside is probably the part that you can see the most. No, wait. It did something weird. Right? And so now we can use all these new polygons. We can use all these new polygons to give it a better shape. And consider that even now, she's still very, very low poly. Eh? I mean, compared to a modern character, she's still, I think, 3 times at least, or 4 times less than what a modern character would look like, right? But it's fine. We can do it piece by piece, you know. I don't want to do, you know, a million changes in one day. I mean, it's okay. Now, if the problem is that if I you see what is happening, if I If I make this larger, I'm automatically making her look more fat, right? Which for an elf is probably not the best idea. So what we could do maybe is to try to shrink the leg at the bottom. Now that we have that additional vertex, why is not... Oh, we didn't cut it right. No. We didn't cut it right, or why? I think we didn't cut it right. There should be a vertex there, right? Yeah, there is. Now, because the idea would be to avoid making her legs really become more, because I need the legs to be more round, okay, and that's fine. But if I go too much round, she will start. Well, they're still very long and thin, so probably is okay. Probably is okay. Probably is okay. I think probably is fine. Now it may need another cut down here, but I think it's at the back, you know, and it's covered by this piece of cloth, and I think it's very less evident. So maybe it's okay what we did. Maybe it's okay what we did. Maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough. Maybe what we did is enough. Now I'm tempted to cut here as well, right? I'm tempted to cut like this. Just because then we can manage these two, mainly for these two. They can go a bit more like this, and these two, which can go a bit more like this. And these two maybe not, because this is where the hips are. So probably yes. Okay, so you see the new legs now compared to the old legs. I mean, there is no comparison really. They are so much more round, and the only part where they are not round is the inside here. So this part is still flat. You see, between this and this is still very flat, and also here, between here and here, is still very flat. But considering it's really inside, you know, it's covered by this piece of cloth, and it's not really an angle where you are going to use much. So I think it's enough what we did on the outside. This part of the leg is already kind of fine. In the other model we did a split. Yeah, we added another loop basically at this level just to make this part look nicer, but I would say it doesn't look too bad. So probably I'm not gonna do it. And for the feet, why there is this warping like that? This thing is kind of strange. Why there is such a warp? I mean, why is it rotated that way? Why is it rotated that way? Don't understand what I'm seeing. Why I see through even if I'm not in see-through? That's kind of annoying. Let's fix the let's fix the UV, because we did a lot of work on we added a lot of polygons, and so by now this UV will be very broken, so we need to go and fix them. The problem is that I think that all this stuff is double-sided. I mean, we can see where it's breaking, right? We can see where it's breaking. Okay. It was less damage that I thought, so it's okay. It's okay. So I was saying on the feet, there is something weird. Like, first of all, if I look at the feet, I see. If I go in edit mode, it seems that I see also the one in the back. It's kind of weird. It seems that I see both sides at the same time. Why? Anyway. This thing is weird, This thing is super weird. I mean, I mean, I don't understand why. I don't understand what is going on with this vertex here, but I think the problem is that the leg is coming down, so the leg is coming down. I think the problem is this part. I mean, this edge here that is going down like this, while in theory it should be at least double, right? Should be at least double, and the double should go through the leg until here. I think we have to do it. I mean, there is no. I mean, this thing is looking broken. This thing is looking very broken. I think the only way for us to do it is to, you know, is to cut off from down here and just go up the whole way and do the same. And do the same. Even if we then have a problem here, but the problem is that this should be 2 polygons and not 1, right? So that's the because then it's not really matching with the leg. I mean, with the shoes. It's not matching with the shoes in any possible way. So let me see what happens if I take this I mean like the wall line, and I move it. And I move it out. Right? Yeah, so it's immediately better. Yes. It's immediately better. So we have to do that. We have to do that at least to connect with the bottom of the shoes. We need to do that, boys. Now, do we really need it? Do we really need it until here? Probably not. But you know, it's one triangle more, so I would say it's not a problem. Now the problem will be to select this and to select this and actually be able to move it in a symmetrical way. But the easiest is to do this and this. Okay. So now that part of the leg looks a bit more normal. The best would be to move this loop to the right, right? Significantly to the right. That will help us so much if we could do it, but I fear I'm gonna break. Other stuff because I'm gonna break the shoes again. Yeah, I'm gonna break the shoes again. So it's probably not a good idea. Okay, but okay, let's go one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. So now we're gonna take from here to here, and from here, no, and from here to here, right? And we're gonna do the same trick. So we're basically going to do a scale horizontal and a scale and a move Y. I mean, it's not really yet the way it should be, but as you can see, it's already better. I mean, that kind of warp that we had is no more there. Even if, I don't know why, but these shoes is all fucked up. Like, you see these 3 points? These 3 points are really not the way they should be. It looks like the shoes is slightly rotated, you know, to the right. And also this line, you see this line? Also this line is very, now it's true that the legs are, you know, not vertical, so they are this way. And so it makes sense that the shoes is going a bit that direction, but I feel that this rotation is still too much, right? Compared to how it should be. Or better, let's say, this part may be like this because it's actually you know, part of the lower leg, but this part I think it should be, now I'm exaggerating, right? But it should be like this again, right? I don't understand why this part is so skewed to the right. Okay. Why? I mean, the wall shoes is a bit skewed in that direction. Now, it's true that if we, I mean, when she's walking, she will anyway put the 2 legs closer to each other, right? And when that happens, And when that happens, if I make this one horizontal, will it then be on the other side? I mean, probably. But I don't know, it just looks a bit weird. I mean, also this point here, this one. This point here is really looking weird. Why the see-through here is the same as the non-see-through? Is there any characteristic of this particular material which is saying that it's transparent somehow? I don't know. I mean, the backface culling seems to be doing nothing, but anyway, I can live with that. But you see that we see also the back of it, right? I didn't want to see the back of it, but we see it. It's only when we are in this view. When we are in an orthogonal view, this is happening. When we are, you see that they are disappearing. When we are not in the perfect orthogonal view, then they are appearing again. That's very strange. Anyway, when we are in perspective, we see only the. Yeah, but to me it looks like this part has been warped. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he has been warped a bit. It's been warped a bit. It makes no sense for this part to be there. Makes no sense for it to be so much warped. Like this one is not really in the middle of the shoes, right? It's like on the side of the shoes, and this one the same. I mean, why this one is so much to the inside? What is the reason? Right? And why this one is so high? I mean, it's really high. Now, I agree with a bit of rotation, but not that much rotation. I don't know, these shoes are still a bit weird, but also I think that one feet is rotated more than the other one, or not. I don't know, I have this feeling. Maybe it's just no, it's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. Okay. 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 Fine. Do we want to make the front not to be so square? I think we can. We can just split. You know. We can split here and split here, and we can. I mean, subdivide, and then I think we can I don't really need this vertex, so I think this vertex can just go there. And this vertex can just go there. But then what we can do, we can take these two and move them, you know, to the inside. And move them to the back. And then get the other two that we just added. And move them forward. Fuck. Yeah, the UV. What? Bro. Face correctness off, okay? What? I think there is a double there is a double vertex. No? What the fuck? Yes, there is. Why is not... There is a double vertex. Why is not merging them? Why is not merging this two? Zero vertex. Okay, two vertex. Okay, fine. What I was saying that we can take this and this and this and this and move them slightly forward. And then probably we can take this whole thing and move it inside and rotate. No. Need to rotate individually. I need to rotate individually on the Z like 10 degrees. No, minus 10 degrees. Yes. Rotate individually on the Z 10 degrees. Okay. Okay, we did some changes. We destroyed some of the UV. I'm aware of that, but I'm gonna fix it now. Because we did damages for sure. Yes, we did. Wow. We did significant damage. We did significant damage, but it's okay. We can... Oh my god. Everything is fucked up here, but we can do it. I don't know if I'm merging between the two or if I should always merge only. I mean, it cannot, anyway, it cannot merge, right? Between, you cannot merge the UV between different geometrical positions. So what I mean is that even if I have selected both shoes now and I do merge, it's not really merging this vertex with this vertex, right? Even if it's the same, because then when I select only one, I still see it and I can still move it, right? Right? And when I select both, now one is here and one is there. So in reality, it's not really merging it. I mean, it looks like it's merging it, but it's not. I mean, I'm asking him to merge it, but it's not really merging it. It's merging only between the mergeable ones, right? Which is fine. It's exactly what we want. Okay, now here is kind of a mess. Oh my god. Yeah, also there are some issue in the actual UV, because but I'm not too concerned about the bottom, I'm more concerned about the top. I would love to work on improving them bit by bit. Yeah, you can try, Marcelo. I can give you the models. If you want to improve any of them, you know, you can just go and improve it. It's just a matter of doing the job that I'm doing now. And I think you have seen it enough to, you know, to replicate it. So here we have a bit of a situation. I think the situation is that these two and these ones go together. But I'm not 100% sure. Because it can also be that this one is going here and this one is going there. So I have no idea. So the only way to know... The only way to know is to select them. So this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, fuck. Really? No, wait. Wait. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, these three are easy. Okay, these three are easy because they are all close to each other. But, and if you want, we can merge them. But that's not the problem is, okay, this one and this one. But this one is completely fucked up. This one is really fucked up. Completely fucked up. Because I think that these two go together. But then... Yes, then this and this goes together. And this goes together. Okay. It's like solving a puzzle, you know? It's like solving a small puzzle. Okay, now we did it on one side. Unfortunately, we have to do it also on the other side. And I don't like the way... I don't like the way it goes up so much. I mean, why it goes up? Why it goes up so much? Okay. Okay. I did it on both sides already? Ah, nice. I thought I did it only on one side. No, I did it on both sides. These shoes has always been a bit weird anyway. I mean, on this character. These shoes always been a bit weird. A bit like out of place, I don't know. The textures seem essential to the process. Yeah, the textures are essential to the process. Yes, but I can just zip it up, you know. I can just, you know, I can just take, like I did for the commission people. For the commission people, I took this directory and I just zipped it up, you know, and it contains all the some of them are even PSD, right? Like this feet thingy is a PSD. I mean, some of them are real Photoshop files. You see, with the different layers, right? I mean, not that we need it, but if we want to change this color, we can. But I think that after this round, you know, of changes, I mean, we are kind of in okay position, but yes, we need to do another round, you know, maybe to improve the to improve it even more. And then another round, and then another round, and then another round. Forever. Forever. Okay, the legs are already looking so much better because actually they don't have that freaking square line here anymore that we had before. And so they are already looking so much better just because we added one line. Now, if we could move this line here to the left, we could make it look even better. But I think this will break the compatibility with the shoes, which at the moment is, you know, 1-to-1 with us, and I don't know if I want to do it. And by the way, at the moment they are not matching. At the moment they are not matching. Why? Okay. I don't know exactly why, but I think because I didn't move. Yeah, this thing needs to be moved here anyway. And this two, I mean, this two, really no way. I mean, we need to move them. They are so stupidly positioned. I don't know why they are so stupidly positioned. I mean, this part is really weird. These two are you know, in the worst place possible. So these two should be scaled on the X and maybe even more than that. And then moved on the Y a bit. Okay. Now is again at a reasonable. I don't know why it was this way. I don't know. I think it got warped. I'm pretty sure it got warped when we did the mapping with Unreal, because I cannot believe that it was like that originally, right? I don't believe it. Did you already sign the NDA and all this stuff, Marcelo? The ABC license and all of that? Because if you sign that, you know, I have no issue with sending you materials, because basically you are signing that you are never gonna, you know, transmit to anyone else or sell, distribute, use the materials. It looks better, but yeah, again, consider that you see it like this, okay? So you don't see the triangles, and so when you don't see the triangles, they automatically look more round, you see? I mean, like this, you can really evaluate, you know, these lines, and if these lines are, you know, proper or not proper, and but when you see it in game, you know, and you see it like this, and by the way, it's the feet, so you are not really, I mean, you never have a camera, like this, right? So you will always have a camera pretty much like this, right? And so the feet will be so far away, right? So that is why usually in video games, you know, the model, if you see the models are really nice in the face, you know, the face is really high poly, and a bit the shoulders are really high poly, because this is the stuff that you see the most. I think it's okay. I think we did good changes. I really like it. The feet are still a bit weird, but it's okay. He's an elf, so no one knows really how the feet of an elf are, so it's okay. The shoulder is much better, you know, it's more round, as you can see. So we improved it. We improved a bit the ears. Let me check one thing on the ear. Maybe we can still see. No, first, wait. One thing at a time. First, let's see if we didn't break too much the textures, and if we break it, let's fix it. Because I moved the polygon significantly, Yes, in fact, there are some that needs to another round of fixes. Okay. Okay. Now here we are going in a bad place. Because this should be inside, obviously. These ones should be inside. Okay. Did I break the back? Yes, but we fixed it. Okay, so now it seems to be now. This one is going outside, I don't know where is it, but there is a part that will be black. Because you see this polygon here? Maybe it's this one? No. It's not that one. It's this part here. Because it's going outside of the texture, so going outside of the texture... Yes, you see the bottom here is fucked up. So this should not be this way. Should be something like that. So it's in line with the other one. Now the other one is not really in line, unfortunately, but we can try to make them something like that. Okay, now it's more in line. Okay, good, boys. Good. So we can save this. I think we made a lot of very nice changes. The last thing I want to change is to see if we can make the ears. I mean, the way that this mapped, it looks kind of bad. It looks kind of bad. Let me see if I can do it differently. Because there is really no space, Fuck, there is no space. There is no space. You know what? I think we're gonna improve this even a bit more. So we're gonna split. Come on. We're gonna split here one more. We're gonna split here one more, and we are going to take these two and these two, and we're gonna move them up we're gonna move them up and in. Like this. Okay. I mean, better, not super good, but better. Why this one is here? What is this one? Did I take only one side? What is this one? Ah, this one of the borders. Ah, yes, yes, this one of the borders. No, no, it's fine, it's fine. That part is fine. No, I wanted to see if we have a chance to make... The problem is that it's not colored, so we don't have enough color here to actually do what we want to do. She's annoying. So yeah, what I wanted to say is, can we have a bit more space here so that this thing is not that long? But unfortunately, this is the way it's been designed. So unfortunately, I think we cannot. But I can cheat it like this. I can cheat it a bit like that. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I need more space here, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I would need just few centimeters more of thing just to do this, okay? Just to do this. This would be perfect. The problem is that it's not colored, and if I do it like this, you will see a black line, but fine. So I change all the faces. Or I just leave with these ears like that. Okay, we just leave it like that. I just wanted this part to be slightly shorter. Okay, so that was my request, but I need to basically paint all the faces. I don't know how many faces we have, but we have like 4 or 5. I need to open all the texture and fill this part. I mean, it's very easy to do, but it takes time. By the way, I think that was all. This was all I wanted to do. So, okay, so that's nice. That's nice. So we can save and export, I think. We can save and export. So what did we change? We changed basically everything. We changed the feet. Geometry edge. Okay, so we go with modules. It is feet. Export. Then we go with legs because we changed the legs as well. I think this one is the model we changed the most. No, legs. Then we go with torso. Then we go with arms. Then we go hands. I think hands is the only thing that we didn't change. So hands I don't need to export. And then the head. Okay. So let's launch again our editor and we can import it. Hello, Jay. It is totally unrelated, but I'm curious. Does anyone know if the new Unreal version will support VR? I mean, VR is already supported. What do you mean by VR? I mean, which VR? Because VR is widely supported already by the current version since quite some time, but I don't know, maybe you want something specific on VR? You can do VR games even with 426. So we need the arms, we need the feet, we need the head, we need the legs, and we need the torso. Basically everything. Feet. Feet were really broken. Feet were really broken, boys. Okay. Legs, also the legs were completely broken. And we were too square and... The torso, look at the shoulder, the shoulders will definitely change. Yes, I mean, you don't see a lot here, but then when it's all together... When it's all together... Okay. So the question is, how does she look now? Please look nice. Please look nice. Hello, lady. Your ears are more defined. Oh, fuck. What is that black thingy at the top? There is a black dot at the top. Fuck. There is a black thing there as well. Yeah, but your arms are definitely more round. I like it more. Your legs are also more round. Your butt is pretty much the same size, but that's my fault. I could have improved it a bit, but... And your shoes are finally normal, because before they were like super weird. Right? Now, you see the light issue that I was speaking about. So this is without light, right? This is without light, and you basically don't see the connection between these two parts, right? You barely see it. While if I put lights on, the way the light, you see, the way the light is. Now at the moment is a very bad light, but. You immediately see the difference, right, between the two pieces, and that's very annoying. I think we need to find a way to fix that. I'm pretty sure there is a way to fix that. I'm positive. I'm positive that there is a way to fix that. Okay, why here there is no black part and then there is a black part in Unreal? Why? Why? Again, because it's a different texture? Oh my god, the Rhinos. Because different texture have slightly different... maybe here I went really too much to the top, you know? Yes, I think I need to go like this. If I go like this, it will not happen. So that's one point. And the other point is the ear. The ear can be seen also in my model, actually, so it's okay. The ear. Is this thing that they didn't color this part. Fuck it. Didn't color that part. Why? Okay, like this should be. Like this should be good. Okay, so I will re-export the the arms, and I will re-export the head. And then I will re-import the head and re-import the arms. Okay. And now we save everything we need to save. Okay, now she doesn't have that black dot anymore. And she doesn't have the black dot here anymore as well. Okay, nice. Yeah, there are a few gaps like this one. Like this one is a gap in the UV, in the weight. But yes, without light, you know, Marcellum, if you want to help and do something, that is the most important thing I need to fix. The ability to join, I mean, the ability to have, you know, two pieces of geometry, which are actually two separate meshes with a proper light on them. That is the most important thing that if you want to help, you can go and investigate it. It's completely unrelated to our characters, and it's just something that that you can find out, you know. That would be very nice. Okay, so I think we can close this, just to be sure that everything is saved. No? Okay, we don't save that, and then we go here and we check in all the changes, right? So we check in. Wait, I can just go under content characters. I think it's probably easier. No? Content. Yeah, because there is stuff under maps, but it's not really important. Yes, so improvements to the Lemurian female geometry. 5 files, okay. And then we do the same comment but on the sources. Right, on the sources, which is here. Improvement to the Lemurian female geometry. Okay. Okay, nice. Good. I think that the next one will be. So we did this as well. Pretty happy about it. We have one last model that we said that we want to do, which is this one, the Cran. I don't know how bad it is. We can open it up, but I think I'm not starting it now. I think I'm going probably to close the stream. But let me just open it 1 second and we see if it requires a lot of work or not. Well, we will have any way to assign all the textures to properly see it, but so I think the first thing to fix is all these random sharps, which I think on one side can be good because they make him look more square, because anyway he's made of rock, but on the other side I don't think I want them. I don't think I want them. I think all these sharp are just making it, are just stupid. What the fuck is going on? What? Oh my god, what? What is happening? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My blender decided to go crazy. I don't know what I did, but it is the result. This is the result. Everything went crazy. I think I probably pressed E and extruded something. Yeah, I think so. I think I extruded something that I should have not extruded or something like that. So what I was saying, I wanted to select all edges and then right click clear sharp. This is what I wanted to do, okay? I think it will look better this way, even if some sharp may help sometimes, but I think it's not a good idea to have those sharp. Let me check the other parts. Also this part of the face is sharp. I don't think so. I think we will go no sharp anyway and see what happens. Because I think anyway it's better. Because at the moment, I think those sharps are derived from, you know, the way the model was rigged, was designed, but I don't think we need them. I mean, the only real sharp that we may want to put are the ones here at the bottom of the feet. Because anyway, these ones, there is no way the engine is gonna be able to make it round with a 90-degree angle, right? So I think every time you have a 90-degree angle is a no-brainer. You need to mark sharp anyway, right? But apart from that, you know, the rest can all be as smooth as possible. As smooth as possible. So this is basically feet, torso, and feet, torso, and head, right? Feet, torso, and head. Feet, torso, and head. I don't know if I want to do changes to this model. This model, I love this model. I mean, I know it's very, very old, but I still like him. I still really like him. I think to make him, you know, really better, probably this is one of the ones that we need to completely redesign. It's probably the only one that, to really make it better, this is the torso, huh? And the head, huh? The eyes, oh my god, the eyes are super sharp. The eyes are all sharp. Do we want the eyes to be all sharp? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we want them round. I don't know why we decided to have all this sharp, but it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. I think it was just a mistake. I think it was just a mistake. Okay, let me try to re-import now. We need to launch it. We need to launch the thingy. Editor. What did we say? We said torso and elbow. Torso and elbow. I think the torso, the problem was really the sharp, right? On the elbow, I don't know. On the elbow, I can check. But on the torso, I think that the problem was the sharp. The crown is kind of iconic. Hey, yes. Hey, is the way? Yes, I think changing him will be very tough. We can change it by adding, you know, props. Like for example, you can have, you know, a customization where, you can have a customization, I don't know, where there is a kind of a crystal, you know, a crystal coming out of his shoulder somehow, right? Something like that, I don't know. I mean, we can add props like that, or, you know, there can be another one maybe that has a big, you know, giant gem on the torso, right? Or things like that, you know, so like, or maybe this idea of the crystals popping up can be on the arms as well, right? So you can have crystals popping up like this. Maybe only here, only on the lower arms, I don't know. So there can be specialization, but I think that these will be like specializations of it. Right? But you see that the random sharp, you see what it's doing, the random sharp? The random sharp is doing this. So there are some areas which are looking really sharp, and the same for the eyes are looking like this. And I don't think it's a good idea. So now we're going to re-import all of this and it will look nice. So we re-imported what? We re-imported the eyes, we re-imported the feet, and the head and the torso. These are the pieces, right? So the eyes, boom. The feet, boom. Now the elbow, I have no idea. I can go and check it now, but I don't remember what was the problem with the elbow. Yeah, you see how much it changes? I mean, now it's kind of different, right? Because now it's smooth, while before it was like rocky, but I think I prefer it smooth anyway. I think I prefer it smooth. Something happened to the... You see, like this. Now, one thing that we can do is to increase the textures, the texture quality. The texture quality is very low. It is one of the oldest characters, so... You see how stretched are these gems, right? So... So I think that, yeah. Now the elbow, I don't know which problem we had with the elbow, but yeah, probably it's the same problem we have with the other characters. Yeah, the elbow, I think we can do a bit of work here. But I can do it off the stream. Yeah. You see that the elbow, also this elbow has the same problem, it's been warped. I mean, it's been rotated a bit just to match the new A position. And in fact, particularly in these vertices here, there is this rotation going through, and or this ones, you see this triangle here, it's kind of half warped, and I think the solution is similar to the one that we already adopted before. So it's basically to cut between these two, and this is already going to help, and then cut between these two, and it is also going to help, and yeah, and avoid that kind of rotation. But it's not too bad, yes, and also cut between these two. So basically all this part having another loop in between, and allowing a better okay, I'm gonna do it, but I think I'm gonna do it offline. Guys, I'm going to dinner. I'm not going to stream tonight, but I'm going to stream tomorrow evening, okay? I'm going to stream tomorrow evening. I will post the announcements of the tax exempt. Some of you maybe have heard it already because I said it yesterday during the stream. But the fact that we are now tax exempt, and so means that your donations can be deductible from your taxes if you want, to a certain percent that I still have to find out, but we work basically the same way as charitable organizations, which is nice. And yes, I think that's all for now. So thank you for watching. And if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, will be nice. And also if you want to check our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift, you can go and check. We went down a bit to 49. I think that some people, I mean, just didn't click on yes or something, but because they didn't cancel it. They just probably the payment didn't go through yet. But it's fine. We were like 53. If you connect to Patreon, you have access to the alpha and access to the Discord channel dedicated to the supporters. And also you have a place in paradise for sure. For sure. Only in Texas? No, only in the US. In the whole United States. Easy. In all Americas, I don't know, like Canada, I have no idea, but United States for sure. There's still a lot of people, you know? Still a lot of people. Okay, boys. I'm gonna go. Tomorrow evening, I think this part will be finished. So tomorrow evening we will work on something else. I don't know yet what, but we will work on something else. So the characters improvement, I would say, is done. I just need to do this one offline, but I will do it offline maybe tomorrow before the stream, and that's it. Goodbye. Goodbye.